guys, Mrs. Ash here. Welcome back to the art room. Today we are going to be drawing some vehicles. These are super cool. These are all different construction vehicles, and I thought these would be really cool to draw. We're going to use shapes to build each one of these, so they kind of look a little intricate, which means detailed. But we're gonna do them together, and you'll see that they're made up of different types of lines and shapes, and you'll be able to make each one of these. So we have a bulldozer over here, we have a dump truck here, and we have an excavator here. You'll have to decide which one you want to create, or maybe you're gonna make your own, or maybe you're gonna make all three and put them all on a construction site together. So that would be super cool. So grab something to draw with, and we will draw these together, and I can't wait to see what you make. Alrighty, the first one I'm going to show you how to draw is the dump truck. Alright, the dump truck is going to have 3 circles going across the page, and they're going to be connected by a horizontal line. So I'm going to start with 1 circle here in the front. If you would feel more comfortable creating your circles by tracing something, you can always trace something in your house that is that has a circle in it. So you could put down a toilet paper roll and trace it, and trace it if you want it to be, all your shapes to be the same size. I'm gonna go ahead and freehand it and see how it goes. So I put 1 there, then I'm gonna put a little space in between, and I'm gonna put these 2 closer together. This is going to be the front of the truck, and these are going to be the back. Now I'm going to connect them with a vertical line, a little bit off of there. I mean a horizontal line, Mrs. Ash, you're cuckoo. Another one there, and then connect these here. All right, now I'm going to turn that line into a rectangle. It's going to come up, and then I'm going to go behind my circle, not through it, behind it, so you can't see the line, and across, and across. And there, that is the bottom of my truck. Now I'm gonna add the cab. That's the part where the worker or the person sits, okay? And that's where the seat, the steering wheel is. So this is gonna be a long vertical line here. And then it's going to be a shorter vertical line here. And then horizontal line here. And then instead of closing off this like a square or a rectangle here, we're going to do a diagonal line here. So I'm going to go from this point to this point with the diagonal line. Chicka, 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 chicka. Okay? Oh, it's starting to look super cool. Now I'm going to add a little window. And I just mimic, which means draw the same as this line here. And so I followed it just right next to it, like this line is taking a walk with this line. So I went up, over, down. You can even add a little door if you wanted to underneath of it. Maybe here's the handle to get in. You don't have to. Okay. Ooh, sorry. Then we are going to add a rectangle here for the dump truck part. Now you could put the dump truck flat down on the truck, like it's not being tipped up. If you want it to be tipped up, like it looks like it's ready to dump the contents out of the back of the truck, you can. I'm gonna make mine tipped up because I think it just adds a little interest. So what I'm gonna do, it's a little tricky. I'm gonna make a diagonal line from about here down to this wheel. Oh. Okay, and then I'm gonna, for me, it's easiest for me to turn my paper a little. And I'm gonna mimic that line, which means I'm gonna make the same line that I have here, up here. It's a parallel line. Both are going the exact same way. So let's put it up here. Woo-hoo. These 2 are the same. And now all I have to do is close it off. Close it off, close it off. Now, mine's not perfect, but that's okay. Make sure all my corners, whoops, touch each other. And now I'm gonna add another line that follows this rectangle inside the rectangle. Now I'm gonna add some detail lines. You could put stuff coming out of the truck if you wanted. Maybe some dirt. dust flying off of my truck. All right, there is my super cool dump truck. All right, now we are going to try to make the bulldozer. The bulldozer is made up of shapes just like the dump truck we made. So we're going to start off with 4 wheels across the bottom of this. We're going to have the blade over here. That's going to be the scooper for the bulldozer. So I'm going to make my wheels over more to this side so I have room for that. So I'm going to put 1, 2, 3, 4 big wheels, and I'm going to add an oval around them. Like that. It's a flat oval around them. Now this is kind of a funny shape. So this shape does not have a name. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go, here's the funny shape, we're gonna go up the straight line, and then over here we're gonna go up, then it's gonna go to a curve. Up and curve. Then we're gonna bring this guy over, getting ready to connect them. Straight line down, and then connect it. See, that's a silly shape. Sometimes I just like to go over my lines. Okay, oh, I can see my bulldozer starting to begin. Starting to look like a bulldozer. Now I'm gonna add a big C line here, and it's going to be the front or the blade of my bulldozer here. Big C shape. It's gonna go from the bottom of a bulldozer all the way up here above this part. So let's see here, let's put a big C. Oh, that's gonna be huge. And then we are going to add another C line here to turn it into a crescent moon shape. And now I'm just gonna connect them to my bulldozer. I'm gonna connect them down here to where my wheels are. So I'm gonna put a line going up there, a line connecting it here. And now I just need to add all my details to help make it look like a bulldozer. So I'm gonna put some circles inside my wheels. I'm gonna add some grill lines. I'm gonna add a window and maybe a back window. Look at that. Here, maybe an inside line on this guy. And there is my bulldozer. You could even put some dirt here if you wanted to look like it was picking up dirt. If you wanted to make a horizon line behind it. That looks kind of cool, like it's working. All right, let's go to the next one. Okay, all right, now we are gonna make the excavator. The excavator has wheels sort of like the bulldozer, so we're gonna do 6 small circles across the bottom of our page. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, we got them. And we're gonna close them off with a flat oval. This is my favorite one. And then I'm gonna put 2 little vertical lines coming up. And then this is a weird shape. Okay, this is the cab. This is where the guy sits, so we're girl. So we're gonna put a horizontal line across here. And then we're gonna do a vertical line going up, so a straight vertical line. And then we're going to close it off with a rounded line. So it's gonna come around and down. Okay, and now I'm going to add a little window in there. Person to sit, maybe a little door handle. Where do you think he opens it? This side or this side? We'll go over here. And then over here, we're gonna add the back of it, which is just another little rectangle. And then we are going to add, it looks like we're gonna add a little moon out here on the side. It's gonna be connected to it in a second. So I'm gonna put a backward C, sort of like a shallow C. It's not as curvy as a C. And I'm gonna put another one behind it. And then I'm gonna make that connect to my excavator. So it's gonna have a vertical line going straight up. And then it's gonna have a big diagonal line going way into the sky, and it's gonna come down and meet this moon over here to be the scooper. So I'm going to bring this way down like that. And now now I'm gonna add another line walking right next to this line, just like we did before, one of those lines that's just the same. I'm gonna bring mine out a little so it has room to connect to the other line. So it's gonna go up, following this line, then it's gonna come back down, following this line, and then it's gonna connect back to the cab of the excavator. Oh, that's super cool. You can see that this swings here and can scoop up stuff. So maybe you're gonna have yours sticking way out to the side, picking up something. That would be really neat. I'm gonna put some screws here so until it's all connected. And let me make sure all the lines are good. You can add some detail lines. You can add some. There we go, and there's our excavator. I hope you guys had fun making construction vehicles today. I can't wait to see what you made. And remember, if you didn't make one of these and you made your own, you looked one up on the internet or you came up with a construction vehicle from your brain, that's awesome. Send me what you made today. I'd love to see it. And I'll check you guys out next week.